Welcome to J. Clark Richardson's second annual but first ever virtual relay rally.
Relay for Life is a global movement to end cancer. It is active in 29 countries and 6,000 communities worldwide. Our virtual relay event will take place on June 11th. We will virtually unite with other schools across the country in order to make a difference by fundraising in the support of the Canadian Cancer Society.
It is a 2-hour event where our whole school will unite together online for one day to participate in online exciting activities. You will form online teams with your friends to encourage each other to fundraise, compete with other teams, and have opportunities for some incredible incentives. Not only will we celebrate, honor, and remember people who are affected by cancer, we will also be fundraising to directly support these people in our community. Through Relay for Life, we will also come together as a school community to celebrate and remember those who live and have lived in the face of cancer.
Cancer affects everyone's life in one way or another, so please check out this video to see how our school community has been touched by this disease.
I relay for my uncle.
I relay for those who can't.
I relay for all the loved ones we've lost.
I relay for my grandpa, who is a cancer survivor.
I relay for my friends and family.
I relay for all those affected by cancer.
I relay for my Nana.
I relay for my community.
As you can see, cancer affects many of us within our school community, but it also connects us. Cancer isn't concerned with age, it pays no attention to race, gender, peer group, or personality. We've seen how cancer can diminish or steal the laughter and joy of people we know and love.
This year, Relay for Life is reimagined into an online form. So before we dive into how our virtual relay is going to look like, we want to stop and take a moment of reflection with each of you.
Experts estimate that nearly half of all Canadians will get cancer in their lifetime. Add to that all those impacted by cancer as caregivers, family, and friends, and the numbers grow even greater.
This may seem sad, frustrating, or intimidating, but we are here to tell you that we are bigger than cancer. By participating in Relay for Life, we have the opportunity to make a lasting change in the lives of people with cancer and their families. Now, more than ever, Canadians with cancer need our support.
We also want to let you know that progress is being made against cancer. Today, about 60% of Canadians diagnosed with cancer will survive at least 5 years after their diagnosis, up from 55% since the 1990s. For some cancers, like thyroid and testicular, the survival rate is over 90%. We are also close to turning some cancers into manageable diseases, making cancer something you live with, not die from.
A major aspect of Relay is celebrating and remembering those whose lives have been affected by cancer. It is these people that drive us to bring hope to everyone affected by the disease. By participating in or donating to Relay for Life Youth, you are helping to fund game-changing research, advocate to make healthy living easier, and supporting Canadians with all types of cancer.
With your help, we can make a lasting change in the lives of people with cancer and their families. Every cent counts, and at this moment, all of us are changing the face of cancer. Young people are often told they can't make a large impact on the world. But Relay is proof that all of us together can accomplish great things. In fact, since 2002, over $46 million has been raised by students through Relay for Life.
Because of us, more and more people are surviving cancer every day. I would like to introduce an inspirational cancer survivor to share their journey with us.
We had an all-girls minor hockey tournament, and I was kind of sluggish, and even my teammate's mom, who was a nurse, would say, you don't look too well. What's going on? And around that time, I'd had a bit of pain in my legs. I was on the bench, and I was just shaking, like I started having chills, and I ended up leaving the game. And it was the next day that I ended up going to my family doctor. He pretty much said, I suspect you have leukemia. Those initial treatments of chemo, and you're still feeling okay, but it's when it really starts to kick in, you're feeling nauseous, you're feeling sick, and your hair starts to fall out. That's when you sort of realize, oh yeah, I am sick, and something serious is going on. Everything you thought of the world or knew about the world is completely changed, and your whole sort of idea of what your life is completely becomes sort of turned upside down. I've had numerous rounds of chemo, I've had radiation from head to toe, I've had a bone marrow transplant, I've had a mastectomy, and in 2016, the cancer returned. Unfortunately, I found a new place to make a home, and that was in my parotid gland and my lacrimal gland. I wish I could say it gets easier, it doesn't. Especially as you realize how your treatment options reduce every time you have a reoccurrence.
The immune system can recognize and respond to cancer. In some patients that happens naturally and they therefore have better outcomes. In other patients, their immune system needs a helping hand, and that's where immunotherapy comes in. The form of immunotherapy that we're working on involves taking a blood sample from the patients, isolating the T cells or immune cells from that, genetically engineering them to recognize the cancer, and then giving them back to the patient as an IV infusion, and those T cells can then circulate through the bloodstream and be able to recognize and destroy the cancer cells wherever they may be. This has proved to be phenomenally powerful in certain leukemias and lymphomas. It really beat everybody's expectations. In some clinical trials, the response rate has been as high as 90%.
I remember thinking, if I don't get this treatment, what does palliative care look like? No one had ever had that conversation with me, but I know from other patients I've met along the way and their families having not been given any other options, I've seen families have to go that direction. Getting that call from my oncologist and her telling me that I did actually get into this trial, I can't even describe it. It was just oh my gosh, yay. So I had the infusion February 27th of 2018, and by April I got to go home. No cancer in my marrow, and then the mass around my eye had gone away. Since coming home, I haven't had really any issues whatsoever. Now being able to say I've been in remission for over a year.
This has been a real game changer for oncology. It's the first time in the history of medicine that we have an approved treatment that involves genetic engineering of any cell type. To bring any new cancer treatment to patients, it always starts with donor dollars. That's the critical funds to try a new idea, to set up a new program. So every dollar invested now is going to pay off tenfold in the near term and for our future generations.
When you're told initially that, this is how many people do survive, and then you end up being that small portion that it doesn't work for, it's devastating. And I've had amazing support and care, and I think of the Canadian Cancer Society and how they've supported me through my journey. Immunotherapy is now an option for those of us where all their conventional treatments have failed. It gives a glimmer of hope, it's something to grab onto and just hope.
It is stories like Anne's that inspire us to make an impact in the lives affected by cancer.
During our virtual Relay for Life event, we will still have a luminary ceremony where you will be able to connect, support, and remember the lives of those who live and have lived in the face of cancer. This year, you will be able to decorate a luminary bag online as well as be given a physical one.
Each luminary represents a life and reminds us of the unique stories and strengths of those affected. Through each luminary, we are reminded that the light lives on in our heart and unites us. With every luminary and every story, we are inspired to fundraise in order to give hope to those affected by cancer so that no one faces it alone. We now want to take some time to showcase what our virtual event is going to look like this year. We are so excited to share this new and exciting event with each of you.
Our new and exciting virtual Relay for Life is going to be one like no other. We are thrilled to be able to adapt Relay to the current times that we are in. So some of you may be asking, what will our virtual Relay look like?
Our virtual event is going to be a live event stream for approximately 2 hours. Our event is taking place June 11th from 6 to 8 p.m. During this event, we will have all of the signature relay ceremonies that we are all familiar with and love. You will hear from survivor speakers who will be sharing their incredible stories. There will be a survivor recognition video that your loved ones can be featured in, and of course, there will be entertainment and activities for everyone to enjoy. We will also have incentives for the top fundraising teams and individuals and for the teams that are the first to sign up.
Most importantly, by partaking in this virtual event, you will be able to make a difference in our local, provincial, and national communities and really show Canadians that no one faces cancer alone. This is a new and exciting event that you don't want to miss out on.
As you can see, Relay for Life is a great event. Where else can you virtually hang out with friends, have fun, and support an amazing cause all at the same time? At our event in June, you can participate in fun, interactive games and be part of various ceremonies. Sign up starts today online right after this rally. Our school's unique website link will be available in our Instagram bio as well as the school's website. When you visit our Relay event website, you will select the yellow Sign Up button. Everyone must register online at relayforlife.ca/Richardson.
You will see that there's 3 options. You can create a team, join an existing team, or sign up as an individual and join a team later. Your team's name and who's on your team can be changed, so it's okay if you're not sure at the moment. The Be Our Guest option is for survivors and people living with cancer. We invite them to come join us for our virtual Relay for Life event as we honor and celebrate them. There's no fee for this option.
If this is your first time participating in Relay, then you can create an account. If you've participated before, then you can log in using last year's credentials or by using the social media login.
You will then pay a registration fee online when you register, and as a bonus, if you've signed up for the first 2 weeks, you get to vote for which teacher gets a pie in the face.
Relay for Life is an amazing global movement that reaches far beyond the walls of our school. In order to have a big impact, we ask that everyone who registers commits to fundraising a minimum of $100 to be part of the event. As you may already know, this event requires teams. Pick a unique and creative team name and theme so you can celebrate accordingly. The team with the best online spirit and theme wins a grand prize.
Here is Mary's fundraising page, who is a student at our school. She plans on raising $1,000 this year. As you can see, she has already raised $146, which is amazing. That means that she is on her way to hit her goal. But how is she going to reach a $1,000 goal from now until the event day? So here is how she is going to do it.
She is going to reach her goal by using easy online tools to help her get there. For example, make sure to share your fundraising link on your social media channels. But it's important to share on the channels where your potential donors are. For example, our parents, family, and their friends typically aren't on Instagram and Snapchat with us, and our peers, but rather they are on Facebook. Make sure you're posting your link to Facebook or getting someone to share it on Facebook so that you don't miss out on reaching your potential donors. This is an image of what Mary sees when she logs into her fundraising center. This is where she updated her photo, story, and fundraising goals so that her family and friends can see her personalized fundraising page when they donate. You can see here that there's a spot for her to copy a link to her fundraising page to make it easy for her to share.
And if you have a cell phone, you can download the Canada Relay for Life app and do this all from your cell phone. By following these tips and tricks, fundraising will be so much easier and so much fun.
This year, our goal is to raise a total of $10,000. This is an ambitious goal, and we are going to need help from all of you to achieve it.
Thank you so much for joining us at our Relay Rally today, and we want to remind you that we are bigger than cancer. Join us today and register at relayforlife.ca/Richardson and help make a lasting change in the lives of people with cancer and their families.
Out of all the events that our school runs, this is the one you want to be part of, and it'll be the one that will impact you the most. Along with fundraising, cancer research, and vital support services, the purpose of Relay is to also celebrate life. You aren't only signing up for a memorable event, you're also ensuring a brighter future for all those diagnosed with cancer across Canada.
That is why we ask you to click the link, gather your team, and join something unstoppable. This is a movement that you don't want to miss. Registration starts now, so let the countdown to Relay begin.